Episode 10 of Between the Lines. Between the Lines with your host, Simone Fruittree, duo, poet, and author. The whole purpose of Between the Lines is for me, the poet, to recite one of my pieces and then speak about what I was thinking about, I was thinking about what came to me, what was downloaded, what was inspired, just anything. What was going through the mind of Fruittree when she wrote this particular piece? I was in limbo. I was kind of in a weird, all over the place space in regards to what piece I should recite this week 10. I was going to go with Leader, which is like a man and woman attraction type piece. But then, I tell you a secret. Versi was with me, which is my production person. I love to call him my son. And he set up the mic, like a makeshift studio for me. And I was in there and I did the whole episode of Leader. And when I finished and did the playback, guess what? There was absolutely nothing there. So I said to myself, you know what, Simone, it looked like it's a sign. Go back to your esoteric pieces, go back to your within pieces, your spiritual pieces, your conscious pieces, because that's really where you are. And I think that's where you want to meet your audience. So let's go. This piece is called Poem with a Beat. You don't know, this is your girl Fruittree, and I am forever blessed. I can give you fruits, but you have to do the rest. Poem with a beat. I'm ready for you, say no need for a seat. This age calls for sage. We burn the energy we no longer use, electric beings with a short fuse. No longer confused on earth. We fly above knowing our worth. Holding on to tangibles, seeing, not believing. Spiritual warfare, changing gear, new emotion other than fear. Language in frequency this year. Shut your mouth. You chat too much. Be a reader, a leader, a teacher, and such. Jano, I wish I was a rapper. My rhymes would sound more dapper. Poetry has a niche following. Son masses can't hear and they keep swallowing lies that tie them to nowhere. Going real fast. Having the nerve to keep saying, we're free at last. Yeah, right. Okay, so that's that piece. Poem with a beat. Very powerful piece. I know it's my piece, so I'm biased, but my pieces come from my divinity, my temple, my heavens, my galaxy. You know what I mean? So I come and I'm aware of the sacredness of my pieces. So yeah, there you go. All right, so poem with a beat. Poem with a beat. I'm ready to ascend. No need for a seat. All right, so normally on earth, how we've been curated or we've been conditioned, whenever we hear the word ascend, it means to go up, yes? And on a religious standpoint, especially in Christianity, I would have loved to be able to touch on other religions, but unfortunately, being in a colonized country of Jamaica, where a majority of the people were curated and indoctrinated and educated as Christians, right? There's like a million denominations, but they're Christians. So when we read our Bible, basic information before leaving earth. When Jesus was crucified, for example, and he resurrected, they basically speak about his ascension up to heaven. Yes? So he would be ascending from this physical plane up to where he's from, his divinity is from, his father is from, which is in the heavens. Okay. When I, the poet, speak about poem with a beat, I'm ready for ascend, no need for a seat. This is me touching on meditation. Now, when you meditate, regardless of how you want to do it, if you want to do it sitting down with your back erect and in a cross-legged position, patterning the Eastern type of meditation, or if you want to walk around in your garden, I've spoken about this before, or just be in the silence of your room, in your bathroom, anywhere at all. What I'm speaking about ascending, I'm speaking about meditation and actually transmuting through my breathing all my negative thoughts that is in my carnal flesh-like self, to up to my crown. So I am transforming anything negative, anything that is not in a good state. It could be fear, doubt, anger, lust, malice, covetousness, just anything like that wears heavy on you. You have the ability through meditation, through your conscious breathing, to transmutate, that's what they call it, or to transform these things that are not of you to a you state, to your God state. So you'll be transforming it, transmuting it from fear to awareness, anger to joy, you know what I mean? Doubt to clarity, malice to acceptance or forgiveness. You know what I mean? So that's basically what it is. And I'm also talking about ascending, meaning I am very aware that I'm just not meant to be on this earth, just to be a physical being walking around, going to school, getting a job, getting older, dying, bye, gone. No, I'm aware that I'm a spirit first, and I'm a spirit having a human experience. So I'm aware that I need to get back in touch with my divinity. And one of the ways to do that is through meditation, through conscious breathing, to get and be at one with my creator, with my godness, with who I really am. You know what I mean? All right, so that's that. So I'm ready for ascend, no need for a seat. This age calls for sage. You don't know how we're living right now, where we are right now. I think sage has been something from just the beginning of time. Sage is for cleansing. Sage is for cleansing your space. Sage is for cleansing yourself, your aura. So you burn the sage. I'm sure you've witnessed or you've seen people walk around their rooms with their sage burning, and that scent, that beautiful scent, is supposed to clear any negativity, anything that is not supposed to be there, any energies that you don't want around. That's the purpose for sage. So because of the age that we're living in, this age is so, oh my God, it comes with so much not knowing of anything. You're constantly being surprised by all these propagandas, and you don't know where a person's mindset is. You don't know who to trust. You don't know how the phrase goes. You see a man's face or eyes, but you don't see him heart. So you are basically getting up every day, just walking around with faith because you don't know anything outside of yourself. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the purpose for sage, purifying your space, cleansing your aura, you know? So this age calls for sage. We'll burn the energy we no longer use, electric beings with a short fuse. So symbolically, just as how the sage is used to burn out negativity out of your space, I am saying that, yeah, because really and truly, we have to also burn anything that is not of us. You know, like how a Rasta man would say, oh, burn Babylon, burn ye this, burn ye that. You know, sometimes Rasta man, them burn everything. But what you don't understand is that we take it like, oh my God, what is wrong with these people that are burn everything? We take it literal, like, I want to fireman, man. We take it on a different level, not understanding that the Rasta man, them are purify. Fire is purification. You burn out anything that is not supposed to be there. So I'm saying, yo, we'll burn the energy we no longer use. So you see these energies, when you become aware and you understand that certain energies is not of you, is not supposed to be with you. Those things hold you down. It's like a slave keeping you stuck on earth, not allowing you to ascend from your flesh, from your carnal state to your divinity, to your heavens, to your spirit where you're supposed to be, your consciousness. So you have to burn out them things that you, the individual, have to come to terms and be honest to self. And say, Simone, you know, so you have some little dirty ways about you. You have a little style. I notice. So sometimes nobody not do you nothing but show you in your feelings. You just go in a one dirty mood. And you will all just put the mood, exert that energy there. Pan your man, pan your picnic them. You understand? Make people feel a way. And then you need to feel a way because them don't do you nothing. And you well and know say, you know that your energy that you're putting on those people is not their energy, but you're so good at it to put yourself in a miserable state and extend it, exert it to people and be okay with that. There comes a time when I have to look at myself in the mirror and I say, no, Simone, them thing that dirty ways, you have to burn that out of your mama. You have to burn that energy. That energy is not of you. If you are miserable, if you are unhappy with something, you need to look at it within yourself. Ask yourself, why is it that I am miserable about this particular situation? Why? Wait for your answer. Work it out. Try and come to terms with it and say, okay, this is the reason why. And then do your shadow work and attempt to transmute it with your breathing, with your meditation, with your silence. Attempt to transform that negative, miserable, misery, moodiness and change it, bring it up from the carnal state to the divinity and transmute that from misery to joy. If it takes a long time to happen, so be it, but you have to practice it. At least acknowledge it. Because with awareness and acknowledgement, if I know I have that little dirty style by exerting my misery onto other people, when I'm aware of it and I'm asking myself those honest questions, by purifying it, by burning it out of myself, at least I'll be aware, like, okay, when I want to exert it to my man, I will say, Simone, you see what you do? You in a miserable state now. You know. Why you put it upon Vivian? Why you do that? Why you put it upon your daughter? Why you do that? It's not their fault. They're not the ones that are in a miserable state. You are. Hold it, mama. That's your state of being. Don't exert it on someone else. Right? So we burn the energy we no longer use. Because why? We are electric beings with a short fuse. We don't really go around throwing those words around, being electric beings. Yeah. We're electric beings. We get charged by the sun. I don't know if you've noticed sometimes you walk around and you touch something and you feel that electric sensation run through your body. We are a vibrating field. We just have not been taught this from birth. So we go around thinking we're just flesh. We're just so mediocre. We're just so this. The only thing we need to be concerned about is how to make money and how to survive and how to pay bills and how to... No. We are electric beings. We are supernatural beings. Our vibratory field, quantum field around us, if only we knew how to harness our energy and exert it the proper and right way, we would see how many things we can do, and we would actually find what our superpowers are. Yes, we are that divine. We are that divine. So if nobody tell you from uno did in a kindergarten, from uno going a first grade to second up to sixth grade, then pass and go high school, and then go in a college and university, just thinking that you're just a human being? No, darling. This is not where I'm going to have to put some accountability on you, my listeners. I'm going to have to start, relearn, unlearn first, and then relearn. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to find out about how powerful you are. So, electric beings with a short fuse. I'm no longer confused on earth. I fly above, knowing my worth. Now, this is powerful in itself. Me, the poet, is saying, I am no longer confused on earth. Don't get me wrong, when you go through your awakening, your enlightened vibe, you become so aware that a lot of things is one big illusion. It's just one big game. It's just energy. Everything is just energy. And you are in control of manipulating your energy field however you want to. You are the creator of your own experience. Right? So electric beings with a shot, I'm no longer confused. So knowing this, don't get me wrong, when you just reach to that epiphany, sometimes you can go into some type of psychosis, kind of like, why, when I want to know this, it's like you become fearful a little bit, like, what am I, your eyes are so open. Your eyes are so open to everything. You want to detach. You become like, kind of like a different person. Sometimes you drop friends, everything becomes solitude becomes your best friend. So the moment you understand that, and then you say to yourself, okay, it is what it is, but guess what? I still live on earth. You understand me? I say, I am a spiritual being having a physical experience. I still have to experience what I'm going on with here. So sometimes you can become stuck after you are awakened. It's weird. It's hard to explain, but I hope I'm doing this justice. Okay, so after you go through that phase of it and you just become accepting of the situation, you find out that a lot of things that used to hold you back and you used to be fearful about, you kind of see it for what it is. So nothing confuses you anymore. When I look on the TV and I watch all this propaganda, all this political whatever, for example, whoever is a president now in the US, whoever is the political leader in Jamaica is neither here nor there to me. Whatever religious information is going out, or you need to do this, you need to do that, or else you won't be saved, all of that my eyes are open to. None of those things confuse me anymore. So I'm not in a place of confusion anymore with any systematic anything. So yes, I'm saying I fly above knowing my worth. So it's kind of like the poet, which is me. I'm envisioning myself flying high, frequency wise, being aware that, Simone, you are a representation of the Most High's thought. Get it together and experience what you're supposed to experience. I can't control what is not out of myself, but what I can control is what is within. And what is within, whatever I want to experience on the outside of myself, I have to do the inner work for that to occur. Right? So no longer confused on earth. I fly above knowing my worth, holding on to tangibles, seeing, not believing. Me I say, yo, them days are done. Me not hold on to no literal readings, literal scriptures, literal whatever I am told on the news, whatever John or Jane says. No. Holding on to tangibles. Just because you hold on to the words, holding on. No. I don't hold on to those things. Half of the things that I hold on to, you can't see. It's esoteric. Meaning, there's, just like how this program is called Between the Lines, you best believe that everything in a John shop where you see, have a between the line analysis going on. Nothing is just as you see it. Everything is a spiritual, would it be connotation behind it? So spiritual warfare. Everything is a spiritual warfare. Me walking around now in my house, making sure my family is okay. Nothing is just as you see it. Everything else, there's underlying energies there that can come and be swept up and cause havoc in your life. So whenever I'm having even like a conversation with my partner forever, and if there's any underlying tones there, anything that is or is not being reciprocated, maybe a conversation is being had and one party is resentful of the other and the other one doesn't know, that is a spiritual warfare within itself, because the energies that come up through any type of conversation, argument, one-sided info, anything like that can cause a spiritual warfare. So I wouldn't even bother talk about it on a mass scale. For example, what we see on our television, on our social media, information that is being put out there. Do you know how much energy we are soak up? Like, for example, right now, one of my lyrical woman DJ them, I know her personally. My man is a producer. He's worked with her. Beautiful soul. Right now, I see her going through proper psychosis. I am not a doctor, so I cannot diagnose her. But every time I choose to watch her on social media, the energy that she's giving off unconsciously, subconsciously, I am receiving it on the other end of the spectrum, and I am nowhere beside her. But because one, I have love for her. Two, I am seeing her physically or seemingly losing it in front of the world to see. Just the energy of fear, the energy of feeling sorry for her, the energy of anger, because I know inside secrets of certain things. The masses don't want to ascend, they want to descend or stay in the same state. You know, when somebody has too much light coming from within them and they're able to even harness that and shine it, people don't want to see that. That's too much light. They'll take a fake light, a fake star, but not that real light, reminding them that you also have this light within yourself. You know what I mean? Just take the time out to go within, as I say all the time, and just ascend within yourself. You know what I say? Yeah, man. So over there now. Electric beings with a short fuse, no longer confused on earth, we fly above knowing our worth, holding on to tangible, seeing not believing. Spiritual warfare, change a gear, new emotion other than fear, language in frequencies this year. Shut your mouth, you chat too much, be a reader, a leader, a teacher and such. January wish I was a rapper, my rhymes with some more dapper. Poetry has a niche following, so the masses can't hear, they keep swallowing lies that tie them to nowhere, going real fast, having the nerve to keep saying we're free at last. Yeah, right. So, yeah, when you're holding on to everything that is just not of you, but just energies that really won't amount to anything that will uplift you, ascend you, it will keep you in that state that it will just ultimately be like a domino effect. You have a horrible energy, you know what I mean, keeping you in that lower state, that lower vibration. You buck up on another person, perhaps with another low energy. It's just like a domino effect. You know what I mean? Just ties you to nowhere, going real fast. Having the nerve to keep saying we're free at last. What, we're free from whatever you think is holding you down. Free from learning. Well, free from a bag of things. Being able to do what you want to do on a superficial level. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yeah, having the nerve to keep saying we're free at last. Yeah, right. So at the end of the piece, I'm like, yeah, right. Like, keep on living in this delusion that you're living in. Keep on wearing these blinders over your eyes. Keep on living in this old state. We are actually on a new state now in regards to even the earth. Spiritually, I'm sure you've probably heard it. I don't know if you have. I don't know if you've heard about the third dimension and the fifth dimension. The third, the fourth, the fifth. The third dimension is still holding on to all of those negative emotions that I'm speaking of, still looking on others and making them force you to believe or force you to feel a certain way. Somebody can style you and you feel like you're dead or you want to battle the person. You have to rise above those feelings and detach. Make people, you don't even need to see them. You don't even need to see them. You see yourself. So yeah, this is what this poem is about. You know, it's about the ascension of your consciousness. Are you able to ascend from your lower to your upper room? Are you able to do that? I really hope you are, because that's what I am practicing daily. It's a challenge, but it can be done, and I feel it. I feel so good doing it. So I have to share. I have to share, you know? Again, thank you so much for tuning in to week 10, episode 10 of Between the Lines. And yeah, guess what? I am recording this on the 19th of February, and it will be my birthday, my born day, my Earth Strong tomorrow, the 20th of February. It will be my birthday as well as my wash belly's birthday. Mommy and daughter shares the same birthday. What an amazing thing. So yeah, bless up on yourself, you don't know. Next week again, another piece between the lines.